Projekt X.
I don't see you guys stepping up and taking care of problems for the host.
We didn't book the fucking show.
We might have to get the Projekt MD for Kush.
We've done more for his career than we have for our own.
There you go. Really? That was very anticlimactic, you asshole. I really hope you die right now. A heart attack from that glazed donut.
Projekt X.
MorningShowCentral.com. It's the Projekt X show for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Slightly truncated.
I'm Otter. To my left is Ono. To my left is Johnny 5. To my right, Rooster.
Welcome.
Projekt X abridged.
The first time that we have a show in a while.
It's Cliff Notes version, dude.
Right.
This is the pamphlet edition of Projekt X.
The first time that we have a full crew in a while.
Do you have a moment to talk about the good word?
And what is this idiot doing in the window?
Taking notes.
Why is she creeping in the window like that?
Because it's closer to me.
It's the return of Flash Drive Guy.
Which we listened
Girl.
to today. So we actually have like a good thing going on, but we decided, nah, we don't want to do that. We'll start 45 minutes late.
I needed
So
a
here we
banana
are.
anyway.
Happy time.
I needed something to eat anyway.
Ona went through some banana. She went through some grapes. She has oranges.
No, that's fruit. That's
Fruit is one fruit.
That's the one fruit.
There's three of them, but they're one fruit.
Batman's got to go.
Not a fan, huh?
He's not working very well in this jack. Wait a second. Are these things on? He's not working very well in this jack. I'm only getting sound out of one headphone ear. Sorry.
Pretty but not functional, much like their
They
owner.
function just fine in real life when I'm listening to music on like my phones and stuff.
I'm
but
glad to know
On
I'm
your-
a
on
figment
your phones?
of your
Yeah.
imagination.
On your multiple phones?
on my multiple phones, but much like
Much like this banana phone?
that banana phone.
Hello?
For now, anything, it's website project.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because this is going to be awful.
It's going to be a terrible train wreck.
Hey.
For two reasons. Reason number one is usually when I say we have nothing to talk about, and I don't tell you that because I want you to believe that I'm prepared. What the hell? Oh, I finally got it.
You just gave away our
A
secret.
hair?
Yeah.
Is it mine?
I don't know, but it was long and it was bothering me. It was kind of crunchy like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's mine. Because I have mousse in my hair because I couldn't focus long enough to actually straighten my hair.
That's we'll get to that reason in a second. Two reasons why this might be terrible, is going to be terrible tonight, is usually when we have nothing to talk about, I'll tell the rest of the cast here on the show, dudes, we have nothing tonight. Absolutely nothing. But I usually have like one or two stories printed out for us to talk about that I just don't think are going to run long. So I say, hey guys, we kind of got to help each other and we got to pick each other up and make this last and make it work tonight. Today I said I have absolutely no stories, and I literally meant it. 0 stories.
Well, there's only been one story dominating everything.
There's been one story dominating everything, and that's the Browns home opener.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
There's the Castro guy who hung himself with a sheet. Apparently the Zimmerman guy's back in jail.
Some country called Syria.
Something going on with Syria or something.
Sirens. Mm-hmm. They're Little Mermaid ladies. They sing to you.
I'm really not interested in any of that, to tell you the truth. So we're not going to go there.
Okay, here. A school's
Our warships are, though.
barred a 7-year-old from having dreadlocks.
Okay, not doing that.
Although somebody did make a valid point that
Who's somebody?
a friend of mine actually made a valid point that, you know, Clevelanders are really upset that the Browns lost their home opener.
Yes.
But if you look at it on the bright side, we're tied for first in the division.
We are tied for first in the division because everyone else in the AFC North lost their opener as well. Go AFC North.
Well, but aren't we, like, mathematically eliminated anyway?
That was week 1 in preseason. We were mathematically eliminated.
That's the second reason why this show is going to be a train wreck, because at any moment Ono may drop dead or seize.
I'm good.
No, we got her the one fruit.
We fed her one fruit, but I'm not.
Now, just to make good radio, I'm eating the rest of it.
We got one Korean banana, one Korean green grape, and one fruit.
All gone. I ate all fruit.
But you forgot
The
one
fruit?
The one fruit.
the one fruit.
Hey, so like a set of fruit, that's like
Don't
one,
touch
right?
my one
Yeah.
fruit. Yeah.
Which
one,
I have an additional installment on
is
that
it
kid
like
later.
a flock of geese?
Three
That is
fruit.
a one fruit.
Breaking news. This just happened while we were talking about the one fruit, and it's literally breaking news. Our intern, who was my favorite intern ever until we got a new one who's way better than her, although he's
I like her.
quickly declining because this is like the third or fourth time he hasn't shown up. He's only been here twice.
Well, this week really wasn't his fault. I'll explain off air.
Okay. It's only not his fault if he's dead.
I still like her. Look how cute she is in the
She
shorts.
came in, her booty's popping in the shorts, blah,
No, I
blah,
like
blah.
her legs.
Yeah, that too. But here's the real issue, is she has her little headset that Chris can whisper sweet nothings into her ear while she's in here. When she walked into the studio just now from the production studio, she dropped the pack on the floor, on the cement ground. It cracked. I saw a little piece fly off. It's in the corner right there. So, Chris, I don't know if you want to just fire her now or wait till break. We could do it now on air. It's up to you. I'm just saying that happened. Remember when Pat threw the headphones? You got really mad. I think it's only fair. Yes, $400 right there.
Just go again.
She is
let's
fanning
hear
her
about how
vagina
mad
for
you
some
are.
reason. I don't know why she's fanning her vagina.
Because I'm nearby.
Is it stinky?
I have
You
green.
You need to wash your
stuff
vagina?
on my face.
She's
She's going to wash her vagina.
we were discussing the slug vagina from a couple weeks ago.
No, we were not.
Slurm.
We are never discussing
No,
that again.
no. I mean, Sasha and I were before the break,
Okay.
or before the show,
And she's fanning her vagina now.
and we've decided that she is not quite sure what a slug vagina was, so she was going to attempt to Google it.
No.
But we decided that if she ever had one, nobody's allowed to sit on the intern couch ever again.
Ew, yeah. In fact, there's a woman sleeping on that couch as we speak.
Awesome.
You have slug vagina head. We do have, and I guess it's good that we started late because there was only 2 things that I had to talk about this week that aren't really exciting but kind of fun and neat and semi-interesting
To you.
to me.
So the
Oh,
rest
no.
of us- Oh, to me.
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
You were there.
Was I?
Is our time at the fair.
Was I like I am now?
Yeah. Apparently, because I took, and we'll talk about that, because we're going to take a break before I get to that, so we'll talk about that later. But our time at the fair,
Yeah.
and after that, my time in Pennsylvania,
Kentucky.
which I don't know what I was expecting, and I'll think about it during the break, and I'll say it later. Because I have an idea, I just can't get it out. But it was completely different from what I expected.
This is like our one break too. Didn't we take all of our breaks in the first 40 minutes
Yeah,
of the show?
yeah,
something like that.
You get 840.
So we're going to take another break after Ono does her idiot nominee.
Oh, this artist was his piece in a museum was this gun, and and inside it shot penises. And the guards thought it was a real gun, so they tackled him and beat the shit out of him.
How did it? Was it a
Can you
really
run
big
that?
gun? Or
Run
was it
that by me
Did
again.
it shoot really tiny penises?
It just had little tiny penis-shaped bullets in it.
Pew, pew.
Yep, we're taking another break. You'll listen.
Bang, you're pregnant.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade. With the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area, they cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Heard of the 7 deadly sins?
You are evil! Pure evil! Pure evil!
They're nothing compared to Uncensored Net Noise's 7th annual birthday bash.
But I gotta do this.
Friday, September 20th at the Rock City Tap House in Parma. Live on stage, it's Morality Check, Necros Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, and more for this amazing all-ages show.
Because of your words, I'm not ready to destroy.
All the details for the 7th annual Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash at MSCRadioNetwork.com.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
I can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farm Bill request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farm Bill request at a time.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningshowCentral.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies Technologies has its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and store monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Heard of the 7 deadly sins?
You are evil! Pure evil! Pure evil!
They're nothing compared to Uncensored Net Noise's 7th annual birthday bash.
But I gotta do this.
Friday, September 20th at the Rock City Tap House in Parma. Live on stage, it's Morality Check, Necros Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, and more for this amazing all-ages show.
Because of your words, I'm not ready to destroy.
All the details for the 7th annual Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash at mscradionetwork.com.
You know the fresh out of the shower feeling? Yeah, us neither. Projekt X.
How this works. If you're not already there, get to the website, ProjectXshow.com, Project spelled with a K.
That's really low.
Gotta turn her up.
It didn't work.
Let's try this again. If you're not already there, get to the website, ProjectXshow.com, Project spelled with a K.
Not with a motherfucking
Wow, yeah, that's not that.
We heard her.
Yeah.
I do exist, I swear.
Dude, it seriously sounds like
it sounds like she's inside.
She's
of a
talking
vacuum.
from my pocket.
Right.
It's the you guys remember that movie, The Indian in the Cupboard?
Yeah.
That's where Ono is.
Ono for probably if not the entirety, close to the entirety of this break, she will be broadcasting live from the Bud Light Lime Green Room.
On the slug vagina couch.
On the slug vagina couch, where she is laying flat on her back so she can inject herself with
drugs.
I don't know if it's for her diabetes or to make a baby or heroin. It's one of the three.
I was going to say, it's either baby making, diabetes, or crippling drug addiction.
Oh my God. I love my mustache, but it makes my nose really itchy. So my Idiot of the Week nominee comes from Orlando, Florida, where Matthew Murphy got in trouble for allegedly dialing 911 and lying to the operator about an angry roommate with a machine gun. Called 911. He's like, dude, my roommate's really mad at me, and he has a machine gun. Send help quickly. Well, you get in trouble for that stuff.
Oh, once in a while.
It got
Usually
worse.
they laugh it off.
Usually. Unless you do what Matthew did, and it's when Broward County sheriffs responded to his place, and he mocked them, asking if he had interrupted their donut break. Now, this sounds like a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. There's a 46-year-old man who was released from prison last month and ended up behind bars again early Sunday morning after an apparent drunken bender at his trailer in the Lakeshore Mobile Home Park. An arrest report details how he allegedly threatened to kill his roommate, challenged a female deputy into a fistfight, repeatedly called her by a racial slur, threatened to kill a different deputy, and then said he was going to blow up a sheriff's substation.
Bad idea.
Later, inside the station's holding cell, he urinated on the floor.
Better idea, but still bad.
He was subdued, appeared in court on Monday, where he was formally charged with assaulting his roommate, 2 counts of threatening a public servant, and using 911 to report a false alarm. According to the arrest report, Murphy first called 911 at about 12:50 a.m. Sunday to report that his roommate had touched his girlfriend. He demanded deputies come remove the roommate from the trailer. Moments later, he called 911 again to report that his roommate now, in quotes, had a machine gun and police better hurry up. Deputies rushed to the trailer but discovered Murphy was lying about the machine gun. According to the arrest report, he told deputies, I think he has a machine gun, but I'm not sure. I got you here, didn't I? He then asked deputies, did I interrupt you from your donuts? Bond set at $25,000.
Or 2 pounds of meth.
I got a call from a buddy of mine last night. I was at work, and this is a friend who we're good friends. We've been friends for a while, but it's one of those friends who I don't really talk to on the regular. Like, I talk to him once every month, every couple months or so. And he had some problems back in the day with certain drugs that I don't condone.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he wasn't doing those drugs around me, the fact that he was doing those, yeah,
I forgot she existed for a second. That was like, I was like, holy shit, that's what my conscience sounds like.
She's here. Oh, that sounds better.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked my laugh.
No, not that.
Oh, that's right.
volume.
Oh, no's happiness is bad.
Correct.
Jiminy? Is that you?
So he calls me yesterday. I don't really think much of it. I guess I hadn't talked to him in about 3 months. And so I answered the phone. I was like, hey, dude, what's up? And he's like, nothing, what's going on? And I asked him because now he's been clean from the drugs.
Which drugs?
Aspirin.
Methamphetamine.
Okay.
And crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Crack is whack.
So, and I'm done. Like, I didn't hang out with him for quite a while. He ended up going to rehab, got clean, stayed clean from that, continued to drink, which I was cool with. His drinking started to become a problem, but again, I was cool with that. I don't care about that. Just don't do the other stuff. So he calls me, and he bounces around a lot where he lives. So I ask him, I was like, hey, where are you staying now? He's out from toward, like, the Warren area.
Oh, okay.
And most recently, he had lived a little bit closer in Willoughby. So he's like, actually, I'm in the hood. So I'm like, oh, he's back in Warren. And I was like, oh,
Pretty
well,
damn close.
Yeah, I was like, well, where at? And he says, Broadway and Harvard. I was like, what the hell? It's like right around the corner from my house, dude. I was like, so who are you staying with? He says, rehab.
Been there.
I'm like, oh,
That's
cool.
nice. How much is rent?
Right?
About 10 grand for a month.
Apparently,
Oh
he checked himself into a halfway house because his drinking. He realized, wow, my drinking is becoming ridiculous. He's been 90 days completely sober. He just got his phone back, so he called me. And now this is not why I'm telling the story. I'm telling the story half because of my idiot nominee and half because of you said meth after that bond was set at. His baby mama, I can't even say his wife. They've been separated for like a year. She left him to because he gave me an update on her. He says, "Oh, she's in jail. She's going to prison." I say, "Huh?" When she left him, and I knew this part, she left him for a meth cook / dealer.
Nice.
Who is cooking in his own home.
Not nice.
He's a chef.
Yes. She was living with him. They were cooking and selling together. Happy times. And
Breaking Bad has ruined America.
Not except he did it wrong because most recently, within the past few weeks, apparently, he was beating the crap out of my buddy's ex. Neighbors heard, called the cops. Cops busted into the house. The chick took off running. They came into the bathroom to find the dude in the bathroom naked, making meth. So,
like you do.
That's exactly how I cook bacon.
Yeah.
In the nude.
In the bathroom.
Which is
in the bathroom.
Which is just as addictive as meth.
Exactly.
Outlaw bacon.
So they
Communist.
take him immediately. They get her, and now they're awaiting court. And apparently, the max that she can get is by the time she gets out, their son, who just started kindergarten, will be in 5th grade.
He deserves better than that anyway.
Congratulations. So, yeah. That happened. Segue into where is meth cooked?
On this couch.
In mostly, because I can't say it's cooked everywhere.
Yeah.
But, what?
In the tub.
Geographically speaking. In rural areas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ono.
Yeah.
And Johnny and the chick and the baby all went to one of those rural areas. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. We went to the Great Geauga County Fair.
Oh, so interjecting for a moment. Do you realize that they closed down 3 labs on my street the first year I was there?
I do realize that.
That's
like,
awesome.
My neighborhood doesn't look like that should be there, does it?
It does, because your neighborhood is ghetto / country.
What?
Yeah, that's what your neighborhood is. Your street part of your neighborhood. Remember how when we were talking about the nice parts of your town and the bad parts of your town?
I'm in the middle class part of my town.
Which
and then,
is
2
country
blocks
ghetto.
Over. It's not country ghetto. It's just because I don't mow my freaking lawn.
It's. I'm not talking about you and your house and family per se. I'm talking about the surrounding area and the hippie neighbor.
Well,
and the meth labs on your street.
Yeah.
Country ghetto.
Ghetto?
No.
Credo?
No.
Credo?
No.
Just stop.
Thank
Cunto.
you. Yes.
Shut up, I'm pretty.
You still injecting yourself?
I have to lay still. I'm done at 25 after, I want to say.
So.
Shut up, I'm incubating.
God.
That's so wrong.
Made it sound so dirty.
And this is foreplay for John.
Congratulations, buddy.
Come on over, I'm incubating.
Just lay there and don't do anything. Oh.
Oh, God, I'm so turned on right now.
I've done that before. I've made a chick pretend like she was dead. I was like,
later found out she was actually dead from meth. That's right, full circle.
I made her like I was on top of her, and I like made sure like her legs weren't in the air, and I was like, close your eyes and don't move. And she's like, why? I'm like, I want to pretend like you're sleeping. Nope, I was pretending she was dead.
There's
a dude There was a dude I knew in high school named
Is it
Wesley.
too late to rescind godparenthood?
No. These are all things to teach him, you see.
There's a dude I went to high school with named Wesley who dated this chick. He had the worst luck because he had the goat, the one we ended up calling the goat.
Okay.
I think I've told you that story.
Yeah.
And the one we called the cadaver.
Right.
The cadaver. Wes was whiskey dicking one night.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, it took forever and ever.
Spice
and
really
ever.
likes whiskey dick. She got a huge smile on her face when you said that.
He was also a poker player. And kept...
Poker, right?
Yeah, well, no.
Oh, okay.
And always kept a deck of cards by his bed.
That's
always.
Weird, but
always.
Okay.
He would play practice hands.
In his sleep?
Against himself.
In his sleep?
No, when he couldn't sleep, he'd start playing practice hands. To. Okay. She during this session decided to grab the deck of cards, and count it, and when Wes was finished, she looked at him and said, "You're missing the ace of hearts."
Wow.
Yeah, mortified.
Mortified that that's what she was doing, or mortified that he was missing the ace of hearts?
A little bit of both, I think, actually.
I've been practicing this whole time, missing a card. It's all screwed up now.
So you asking somebody to pretend to be dead, and she actually, I think we think was.
At least on the inside.
Yeah, she actually was I haven't seen the movie Warm Bodies, but I'm assuming
it's kind of like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So we go to the Great Geauga County Fair.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head.
Weirdo. Unbeknownst to me, the oldest county fair in the country. Is what I was told when we were there. So we get there. And I'm ready, dude. First of all, I believe Ono and John tried to get me good because we were going to meet in my crib at 2, and then we were going to head out.
I've seen the picture of you in your crib.
Yes.
Thank you. You went exactly where I did. It was like the same crib as before.
They didn't show up until 3.
You're welcome.
I think they were trying to get me back for always being late to events at their house.
You're never late.
That's okay.
I don't remember why we were late, though.
You're never late for one event. You're always really, really early for the next one.
This is true. I like that. So we go to the fair, and it's a great time, and I have it all plotted out, because when I go to the fair, it's not just going to the fair to have fun. Yeah, sure, there's that, but there's a very set schedule of things that you have to do at the fair.
Like go see the dogs.
You have to start first with the animals.
The dogs.
The dogs. She says the dogs because we had baby Alex. Everything was a dog. I picked him up to pet a horse. And dog. I show him a cow butt, and he says dog. Dog. I don't show him chickens because I don't like birds. So we ran from the chickens. Now, so here's the thing. So
I looked out, by the way. You don't like birds. I said I looked out.
Oh, yeah. So
you're the exception to the rule.
You start with animals, and then you see 4-H stuff like the crafts and stuff. And then you go get some food, and then you ride, and then you food, and then ride, and then you food, and then ride until you're ready to go, and then you get to go food, leave.
Did you ever play nose chicken at the animal exhibits?
To see who could stay in the longest?
Yep.
No. Because I like the snow. It's pleasant to me. It's fair time
It
for
works
me.
best right by the pig pens.
Oh, I'll bet.
That's tough, buddy.
Little kid with the dust hanging around his head.
So we're walking and we're doing animals and we do something, and it's a hot day, dude. Like, I asked Ono a couple days before what the temperature is supposed to be, and she's like, "Oh, like 78 and partly cloudy." I was like, "Perfect fair weather, dude." No, 87 and fully sunny is what it was, and we're walking around and she's dying. Okay, because she needs to eat because she's getting all shaky diabetes-y, and
she's getting all brimley.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing the stroller with Projekt Alex in it, and we're walking around, and they're behind me, and I dart because we now get by the barn where the fowl.
Yes, he takes off with my kid in the middle of the fair with me about to have
I run.
seizure.
And you
I'm
look like the kind of guy that should be running with a child.
Right. So I hear one of them say my name, but I'm gone, dude. Like I take off between barns. Like they're on one of the main roads walking, and I'm like between barns in this grass area just jetting away. And I turn around and they're gone.
I had to keep walking straight. I could not turn with him to keep up with him because if I would have turned, my legs would have went out from under me. I was so close.
Apparently, they took
passing
her
out.
immediately to a food stand because she was about to fall out. Okay. So
Did she there purchase one food?
One fry.
She did purchase one fry. So I find them. We come back. We eat some stuff. She yells at Johnny for what to get Alex to eat. She's like, I said corn dog! And he's like, all right, dude, I was just asking.
I get irritable.
Is she a wrestler?
Kind of. She turned into one there.
I said a corn dog.
That's how you have to say it at a fair.
Yeah.
You can't not take that tone at a fair and sound normal.
So then we play games, and I'm going to win stuff for Alex.
After the corn dog, my husband knocked out the kid.
No, I thought games were first.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, because we went to the secret spot.
Yeah.
I have a secret spot at that fair that is very shady and nice breeze. And no matter when you're there, it's always shady and breezy. So we go eat at the secret spot. Everybody eats. We decide to release Alex and let him run around for a while. And there's a group of 3 or 4 people watching. They're all smiling and giggling and happy because look at this cute little baby and these 4 grown adults trying to wrangle him and make sure he doesn't run off too far. And then Johnny comes up for no reason, unprovoked, punches Alex in the stomach. Alex is like, huh, until he realized, like, dude, my dad, what the hell? He's like, ugh! Falls backwards, nails his head. These people are horrified. We're like, scoop the kid up, let's get the hell out of here.
He's bleeding profusely.
Yeah, out of his eyes.
His diaper's full of blood.
Literally punched blood through his digestive tract and out of his butt.
Either that or Johnny pretend punched Alex. He laughed and then lost his balance and fell on his ass, but it looked really bad to the people in the pavilion.
It wasn't the latter, it was the former. So I'm like, how are we going to stop this kid from bleeding? I'll win him a prize. So you know what? We'll take a break and we'll get to that because I think I pissed off that lady who was playing with us. You listen to Projekt X.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade. With the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area, they cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. And almost taste Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment, and they offer outstanding commanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on Msc Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. It's out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Heard of the 7 deadly sins?
You are evil! Pure evil! Pure evil!
They're nothing compared to Uncensored Net Noise's 7th annual birthday bash.
But I gotta do this.
Friday, September 20th at the Rock City Tap House in Parma. Live on stage, it's Morality Check, Necros Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, and more for this amazing all-ages show.
Because of your words, I'm now ready to destroy.
All the details for the 7th annual Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash at mscradionetwork.com.
Msc Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningshowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and storm monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com.
Even if you don't think we're funny, we still do. Projekt X.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
If you're not already there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because you're really far away.
Call show 888-668-0742. Toll free worldwide. Johnny 5.
You
have an idiot nominee.
I do. Okay. As most people know, I prefer really, really dark beer.
Yes.
Mo darker, mo better.
Yes.
However, when you are in a financial bind, lighter colored beers do. Typically, they're cheaper. When you're in a serious financial bind, domestic, mass-produced, lighter beers are even better yet. I would like to nominate every hipster in the world for driving up the price of my Pabst Blue Ribbon to the point where I pay as much for PBR as I would for Bud Light. I don't like that. I kind of hate you now. But I would also like to thank them for turning me on to Genesee Cream Ale at the same time.
So bad. And I drink PBR.
Relationship.
Yeah.
PBR's picked up for me by the 30.
Hipster.
Yeah.
And I'm calling that beer gross.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
I've had it, dude.
It's one of those that, like, you know how PBR is kind of, the first couple times you drink it, you're like, I'm not quite sure about this. That's how I feel about Jenny. The first couple times I picked it up, it was, it'll do. Now I'm actually kind of becoming a fan.
I don't know, dude.
That and Stroh's, bro. Stroh's is another one. It's kind of starting to grow on me.
I don't know. That's a gross. See, I've always been
I like
a fan.
my cheap beers now.
Always been a fan of PBR. Always, since the very first day that I had one. Not long, because I wasn't drinking it before. I was drinking before I turned 21, but never PBR.
Hot dogs, mom, apple pie, and Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Turned 21, I'm drinking PBR by the Tall Boy at the Grog Shop for like $3 a can, $2.50 a can, and immediately I fell in love. Now maybe the taste was better because of the price, but I fell in love. Genesee Cream Ale, gross. Stroh's, before I turned 21, and even after, who am I kidding? Me and a bunch of my buddies would do what we called garage hopping. And
I see what you did there.
I remember doing that.
The city of Parma is notorious for their residents not closing their garages, if not all the, either they're wide open or they're half open or open to slide under at nighttime. So we'd get a car full of guys, 4 or 5 of us, and we'd go raid garages and garage refrigerators for beer. One of the scores was a fridge full of Strohs that we took as much as we could take. And I was like, this is, and I'd never had it. I was like, this is great. We have so much beer. Cracked the first one. I was done. We had like 50 of these things. I didn't drink one. I had one sip and I was done.
Well, I will say this. When you go in and you're looking for just a cheap beer,
yeah,
the choices are Beast,
Natty,
Anything Jenny, Keystone,
water,
yeah, Stroh's, and something that I can only describe as. Do you remember the old generic brands that were like the white bag of chips with just the black word chips across them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that really probably should just be a white can with the black word beer.
Now, you know what I never understood is that these college kids will drink Natty Light, and it's horrible, horrible beer. When I'm going cheap, I will spend the extra 50 cents on the same amount of beer and get High Life.
Or Busch.
Now, see, now I'm a big High Life fan, too.
But I'm talking about for a 30 case, you will spend 50 cents more for 30 cans, the same amount, and it tastes a lot better.
Yeah, anything you can get $8 for a 12-pack. But High Life was not available at the store I was at, so...
Really?
Yeah, cream ale it was, and...
High Life's gross.
By the end of it...
It's the champagne of beers.
It is not the champagne of beers.
It's the champagne.
Champagne.
No, so no, John, not Beast. I already said not Beast.
No.
We
don't
the Beast
do that
is all
here.
bad.
Never.
You can cook with Beast, and that's about it.
Buh.
I will use it to thwart off children.
But, yeah, I'm becoming...
By throwing it at them?
I'm becoming... You give Beast to a kid, they'll never drink again.
I just created a straight edge. You're welcome. You're welcome, parents.
No, I have
put that one on the list.
I've been on a cheap beer odyssey lately because I was kind of a beer snob, and I figured, I'll get back to teenage roots.
Right.
As we all should every once in a while with everything, including ramen noodles, Hot Pockets, and...
I don't know if I can do Hot Pockets. I'll join you on the ramen noodles. But.
There are new Hot Pockets made with all real meat, all real cheese, and garlic butter painted crust.
And twice the diarrhea.
Absolutely.
Right? So, wait, how do you
delicious
make your
going
ramen noodles? Do you make it like a soup, or do you do what I do and drain all the water out and then just mix the packet? And that is delicious.
I do a little bit of soup.
Crackers.
A little bit of soup. A little bit with a tablespoon of sesame seed oil and
water.
a teaspoon
I drain it until it's
grated ginger.
Almost dry, and then I just
I cook the noodles and drain the noodles and then put in gobs of butter and garlic powder.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Oh, I don't change anything.
So why don't you just go buy noodles?
There's also
I like the ramen ones.
Johnny was like, why don't you just eat salt?
There's also my favorite. Take ramen noodles, crush them up in a pack, spray a little bit of water in.
You can't crush them. They need to stay long. That breaks my heart when somebody breaks them.
I agree.
No.
I'm the only person that eats mine fancy.
I won't eat... I will literally complain to the company if I get a broken cracker in my pack.
I'd be mad if I got a broken cracker in my ramen, too. I'd be like, the hell is this? I ordered ramen. You put crackers in here.
When the hell did Nabisco
This is
get
the wrong
ramen?
product. This is the wrong carbohydrate. You were in the ballpark, but you were playing the wrong game.
Yep.
I need some.
Now, about 3 tablespoons of water, the seasoning packet, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and a teaspoon of ground ginger.
So we're talking about getting fancy with ramen, and this reminds me of a story.
I eat mine with chopsticks.
That
You too?
Fancy.
I'm fancy.
So do I.
Oh, hell yeah.
So does my 4-year-old.
I have.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's a lot more funny to watch him.
I will literally make it, put it in a bowl, and not eat it with anything but crackers. I'll pick up the food with the crackers, and I'll be like,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, then don't get mad when you find crackers in your ramen. You put them there.
Amen.
There's a cracker in my ramen. Ma'am, are you eating your ramen with crackers? Yes.
I know. Are we doing saltines or chicken and a biscuit? Chicken and a biscuit and ramen is actually really good.
It kind of sounds interesting.
Townhouse.
I think
Townhouse is pretty badass.
Those the ones that I've the oyster crackers.
Crabs.
Oyster crackers. Crab crackers. I had
You had crabs?
I had crabs.
We have 5 stories we need to get to now. Hold on.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Fancy foods.
We're running over.
I have a buddy
Who cares?
We don't need a break.
I'm not going to name names or say any specifics of the situation to protect all parties involved, but let's say this buddy of mine has a day job, but also as a side job is in sales. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He sells ramen noodles.
Yes. For his sales job, he
Are we talking about casino guy?
No. He went to go collect. He went to go collect on a debt for his second job, and the person who was collecting from, they didn't have cash, so they paid him in food stamps.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This guy went out shopping. Well, I'm not gonna say where. At a store.
To be back before they
at
had
a market.
The card, right?
No, this just happened. It's a card.
They gave him the card?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to have a pin and everything.
They have a close relationship.
Okay.
He was trusted by this individual.
Okay.
So he had X amount of dollars to spend. I forget how much exactly. Went shopping and got like a car full of groceries on this, and I was mad because I was watching this happen.
Because he didn't call you.
Well, no, because I was watching this happen. Okay, and I was like, dude, like, I'm watching you eat my tax money. What the hell is going on right now?
And he eats better than you do eating your tax
Exactly.
money.
This MFer was eating tomato and basil crackers that he was dipping in a hummus as a side with his lobster freaking rigatoni, ravioli, whatever the hell he was eating.
I watched a woman buy lobster at Walmart with food stamps.
Came home, this is what he was doing. Came with all of that, coming home with like carrot juice and almond milk and like the brown eggs, so you know they're the good ones. Like, all this
exactly
organic
the same.
stuff.
You look at all your
like,
chickens
like,
and you're like, what do you got up there? You got the goods?
I can't believe this just happened. Son of a bitch. I need food stamps. I don't know how to get on them. Spice, do you know? Do you know how to get on food stamps?
Sign up for them.
That's it?
And be broke.
How broke?
You have to qualify for it.
Yeah, it depends on
They
the
know.
size
They look into all my stuff.
It depends on the size of your household. Everybody in your household's income counts as yours, no matter if you're renting or not.
Okay, well, I live with, like, in a house of 5 dudes.
Okay.
Only, like, one
Young
of them,
man.
besides myself, has a legitimate job.
Yeah,
He actually works 9 to 5.
You need to provide pay stubs, rent receipts, bill receipts, pretty much everything.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
I'm gonna look up food stamps.
I want food stamps. I literally am in the point where I need them, though.
They taste weird, though.
I will lick the crap out of those stamps.
That's not a
I
thing.
don't care. Until I don't taste the food yet.
Is it like reconstituting that stuff like the space guys eat? Like in the
Yeah, right. Do I sprinkle water on the stamp and
you
I
lick
get
the stamp and it turns into steak.
and I get food?
Doesn't work that way. I found a thing because I work in the ghetto in some places in supermarkets in the ghetto, and I found a thing that I thought was a food stamp, but I was like, this can't be a food stamp because they have the EPT card now. But it looked like a check, and it like
that would be WIC.
Okay, and it just says like fruit.
Yeah, you're only allowed to get
$4.50.
WIC approved items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women, infants, and children. So
And
while you're
that's-
pregnant, they feed you.
Up to-
and then if you're breastfeeding, they'll feed you and they'll feed the baby.
I
Then
think
if you're done
Spice has
breastfeeding,
something
they
to say
stop
about
feeding
that.
you, and then they feed the baby up until they're like 5.
What's up with you and your
Yeah.
WIC?
They have pet food stamps now.
Yes, they do.
I
they
heard
do.
about that.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
I died a little
Bruce!
inside.
I can get
Bruce,
food
we'll
stamps
feed
for
you.
my dog. I like this idea. I'm gonna look into this. So this WIC, is it? Do you have to qualify for that, or is it any pregnant chick can
Nope,
get it?
you have to qualify for it.
Damn it! I'm not a pregnant chick.
No, and you get crap tons of milk and stuff, like tons of it. My
Yeah, dude,
sister-in-law
we-
has two boys and would still end up with like 8 gallons free at the end of the month.
When we were teaching and had like you know what we got paid teaching, and we had the little one, the big
The
little
big
Big
one
one now,
yeah,
with the little one.
3'6", 51 pounds, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Before next month,
Oh.
he's a monster. But we got WIC for him, and ended up we had at the end of the coupons when we quit using them, we had 5 cases of formula left. No, we were buying.
They really take care of you.
We were buying like 5 gallons of milk a month.
Wow. And you still have.
Yeah, and she and she was the only one that can drink milk. I'm lactose intolerant.
I'm straight up allergic.
You couldn't get soy milk. You had to get WIC approved milk.
It's
WIC. It has to be. You can get special circumstances.
Like, what if you have a lactose intolerant baby?
Well, then.
Well, it depends.
They will do soy formulas and stuff like that. It depends on the situation and the person.
They've nixed Similac now, which is the leading brand.
Yeah.
And they only do Enfamil, which Alex would have never been able to tolerate because he puked up Enfamil like nothing.
Then there was the choice of dried beans or peanut butter.
Yeah,
It's like that was a no-brainer because she ate peanut butter
it goes so much further too.
She did dried beans at one. She actually convinced them to do alternating months. So 1 month we'd get dried beans and 1 month we'd get peanut butter.
None of that sounds appetizing.
Cheese coming out of your ear. It's like 4 pounds of cheese.
Loads of government cheese.
That's that government cheese.
You want ear cheese? That's what you want, ear cheese.
No.
You said cheese coming out your ears.
No.
Don't look at me.
We're not getting all Shreky,
dude. She was spacing out like, huh? You mean like Gouda and cheddar out your ear?
Do you have an Indian nominee? Cheddar.
Do I?
Yeah.
Cheddar Rooster?
They call
Loved you in 8 Mile.
They call me Cheddar. Yeah, mine I'm stealing from the interwebs this week. It's a video that went viral after that whole twerking thing.
Okay.
Oh, is that one?
This girl, not that one.
Spice twerking.
This girl decided to twerk it in her house or apartment. Upside down against her door. Where somebody on the other side of the door decided to open and said, would you shut the hell up? So somebody decided to open the door where she fell backwards onto her glass table where there was alcohol and a candle, and then she caught herself on fire.
Oh my God, how have I not seen this?
Try not sharing your idiot online.
Oh, yeah, no,
There's a follow-up to this also.
Is there really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the follow-up?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't watch Kimmel?
Yep.
I didn't.
I've been missing Kimmel. I've only seen Kimmel like once a week lately.
Although it's still funny, and I don't care what anybody says, dude, it's still funny, and I'm not completely convinced. I'm not completely convinced that what she said on Kimmel is true.
Okay.
But the claim is now that she's a stunt woman.
Oh.
Okay.
And that it was a setup, and that the full version shows her being put out with the fire extinguisher and everything else. It's just that the video got
release that.
By Jimmy Kimmel, though. Jimmy Kimmel was the one that put her out with a fire extinguisher.
Wait, what?
Jimmy Kimmel was the one that put her out with the fire extinguisher.
So he was
doctored. That dude has a huge budget for that show. That could have been faked.
True that. Hey!
He said he was the mastermind behind the whole thing.
Right.
Kimmel's not the mastermind of anything.
Well, I'm just saying that's what he said on the video.
Friday.
He would.
September 20th.
Still a good. It's still a good.
Friday, September 20th. Rock City Tap House. The 7th annual MSC Radio Network Uncensored Net Noise Birthday Bash.
Yay!
Tell us who will be there.
Brought to you by MSCRadioNetwork.com. September 20th, Rock City Tap House in Parma. Doors at 8, show at 9. Who will be there, you ask?
Who will be there?
Morality Check. Necris Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, all ages show, $8 at the door. If you're under 21, Spice. It's an extra $3 for you because you don't drink. Got to make that money.
You know.
5324 State Road, Parma, Ohio. Those bands, they will be broadcasting live. I apparently will be your MC and host, is what I've been told.
It's going to be a train wreck.
Let's put this in perspective. Last time I hosted / MC'd one of these birthday bashes, I was high out of my mind on cocaine and drunk off of tall boy PBRs.
And it still wasn't any good.
This time, I will not have any cocaine. Yup, that was cocaine face.
Aw, look at how derpy.
At one point in time, I had come down so much that while I was announcing and doing my duties, I had to sit down on the stage and have a moment with the crowd because I couldn't be up and energetic anymore because I partied too hard.
Poor baby.
That's not going to happen this time.
This time?
Let's not forget you almost got kicked out of the club by the sound guy, too.
I don't remember that.
This time we're reversing it. We're going with downers and caffeine.
Right?
No, I'm
heart explosion.
We're doing Quaaludes and Red Bull this time.
I'm going to be drunk. I might be down for some lewds.
When are you never done?
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll recap and do stuff. You're listening to Project X.
Heard of the 7 deadly sins?
You are evil! Pure evil! Pure evil!
They're nothing compared to Uncensored Net Noise's 7th annual birthday bash.
But I gotta do this.
Friday, September 20th at the Rock City Tap House in Parma. Live on stage, it's Morality Check, Necros Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, and more for this amazing all-ages show.
Because of your words, I'm now ready to destroy.
All the details for the 7th annual Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash at mscradionetwork.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. I can almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another farm bill request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one farm bill request at a time.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language. Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen Pete 99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, Pete 99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to Pete99.com. Pete99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. Pete99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to Turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. 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 With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and storm monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
We now return to the show that's better than 2 hours with a hooker. Well, better priced at least. Projekt X.
If you're not there, get to the website, ProjectXshow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Now with a seat!
Backwards if you can.
Because that was honestly the best that we've got.
Also, if you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll free, but don't, because we only have 5 minutes left.
Dude, I apologize. Do you have the chat room still?
Yeah.
Okay, because this computer locked up 30 minutes ago, and I had no idea. It's like 20 minutes ago is the last message, and I was like, holy cow, man, they haven't talked about anything since food stamps.
Dead in there. Huh.
Their show is like our show.
Yay!
Only much more interesting.
Oh, no, what's your idiot nominee?
The guards that beat the shit out of the guy who had the gun that had little penis-shaped bullets in it because they thought it was real and not an art exhibit.
Pew. Mine is the guy who called police to his trailer saying that his roommate was angry and had a machine gun. Better hurry up. That was not true. When cops got there and found out it was not true, he mocked them by asking if he interrupted their donut break. Then he tried to fight a lady cop. Then he did other stuff. Then he peed on the floor of the holding cell. Now he's being held on $25,000 bond.
All-around smart guy.
Exactly. 25.
Dear hipsters, quit drinking my damn beer.
Rooster.
When you twerk, you're stupid.
Point in case.
It makes it, I swear, it looks like a cat in heat. I had this cat who used to back up to pop cans like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Do I have a cat? My roommate does.
I hate cats too.
I don't like cats. I'm not happy with cats.
I don't have any animals or people living in my house.
I have two.
And I'm happy about
toddlers.
it. I'm happy about it.
I have 3 animals and about 500 people. I am Mexican.
It's true.
It is true.
Amigo.
Who eats better than the animals or the people?
The people.
You
Oh,
are
then
not
you're not
Mexican.
He eats really delicious animals.
Because this is how my roommate feeds his cat. There's the little cat bowl, okay, that the little cat eats. Vote, by the way, that the cat
do this
eats the food out of. It's the little bowl, and it has dry food, okay, and he has like a big bag of this dry cat food, and this is what he does. And he dumps it, so it goes in the bowl and fills the bowl, and then is all around the bowl, and then he leaves it there for about like 3 or 4 days.
And then when it's
and then
over,
when that's gone,
refills.
he just. This is also the cat that has a litter box that gets cleaned out once a month.
Decade.
Here's the thing: when cats don't have a clean litter box,
They go everywhere else.
they find other places to go.
Mm-hmm.
My
Clothes piles, beds.
bedroom,
Yep.
which is if the closet had walls, the closet is still in the process of being built. So right now there's just like visqueen walls separating my bedroom from the laundry room all around, and where they had they had to dig out some of the cement and stuff, whatever, for the closet, blah, 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 blah. There's still a pile of rubble sitting in the corner of my closet by my room. A little pile of rubble. Which to a cat is litter.
I was going to say with little piles of kitty in it.
Yeah, I came into my room one day. I was like, "This smells like," and it smelled like cat piss in my room. Why does it smell like cat piss in my room? This is what? Well, then I had to go to work or something, and Krista was there, and she does some investigation, and there's this little area between where the visqueen is taped to the wall and the wall that the cat will sometimes, like, I'll be sitting in my bed watching my TV, and I'll catch something out of the corner of my eye, and there's a damn cat walking into my room, and I get the fuck out, you know? Get out of here, cat, because I hate you, because I hate cats. And so it goes. So she goes, and smart thinking, goes and looks by the little area where the cat sneaks in, and sure enough, there's the rubble. And there's some cat piss and a little turd or two. So that cat and I have issues.
You know what cats are good for, though? Stir fry.
That's true. And this is a fat cat.
There you go, man.
There's a fat cat. You want a cat?
No.
You already have 2.
They're going.
This one's gray.
What do you think Chinese
Thanks.
spare ribs are?
It's enough.
Cat. Missed me.
Didn't I say that once before, that cat could be substituted for pork if you're really, really desperate?
Yeah, I had some last night. Cat pork. Chris, vote.
Otter.
Rooster, vote.
J5.
Johnny 5, vote.
Oh no.
Oh no, vote.
Johnny 5.
I vote Johnny 5. Tally. Total. This week's Eve of the Week winner is
tie between you and J5.
Holy crap, I got the chat vote?
Yeah, you got the chat vote.
Damn, son. Johnny 5 wins.
I'll take it. Sloppy, but still a win.
I accept.
Better lucky than good.
If you missed any part of this extremely long show, you can catch it in its entirety soon-ish on morningshowcentral.com and on the 24-hour live feed.
J5's got a little head.
Or tomorrow morning at projectxshow.com and the archive section.
Lady Gaga born that way.
Phone listeners, non-chat listeners, thank you. Chat listeners, an extra special thank you for participating. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/pxshow. Follow us on Twitter at ProjectXShow. We will be back next week. I wish his mouth moved. With hopefully a full show. Good night. And skull fuck.